truth about growth, progression, success, right, is it's boring. It's basic. It's plain vanilla. Okay. It takes a couple different things to really have true success. So, and it starts with passion. Passion. Are you obsessed with it? Are you going to be willing to do what is necessary to make it to that next level, right? And I got a list of 8 things here that are going to help you get to that next level, help you be the best at your sport, right? And passion's number one. It's number one. You will not do 2 through 8 if you do not have passion, right? So you got to be obsessed with the sport that you guys play, right? So that's number one thing that you have to be good at any sport and to succeed and to grow and see that development and that progress. Number 2 is knowledge, okay? So are you willing to put in the time to study it, right? If we have no idea what we're doing, then how are we going to make it to that next level? How am I going to get the best swing in the world? How am I going to get good timing? How am I going to whatever I'm trying to do? If I don't know what I'm doing, then you're not training. You're just hitting, basically. You don't have something you're working towards, right? So knowledge is number 2 on our list of the most important things you have to have. Number 3 is a plan, right? So I gotta have a plan in order to see the success that I want, right? I can't just go into anything and blindly have confidence. I can't get better if I don't have a plan of attack, right? So developing a plan based on our weaknesses, our strengths, who we are as a person, it's huge when it comes to seeing the success that you want, seeing the results that you want. So our plans it's so important, right? We have to have it. Now, number 4 is just starting, right? Just starting. That's some of the hardest parts. 1 through 3 is pretty easy. The planning part of it, the passion, that's all the knowledge, right? It's a little bit easier than just getting after it, right? You have to just start, okay? You have to start and get in the gym, get in the cage, right? And execute your plan now, right? So just start. Now, once you started, 5's about the intent, the focus, right? So I have my plan. Can I execute my plan, right? I have to go into the cage, into the gym, into a bullpen, anything I'm trying to do with a plan, right? So when I'm working on the tee here, it's not me just swinging. It's me focusing on what I'm working on, right? So am I working on separation? Am I working on staying in my hips? Am I working on a no stride position here as I go hit? Okay, so have your plan and then have intent with your plan, okay? Focus on your plan. Do whatever you're working on that day. Now, number 6 is discipline, right? So do you want to train? Are you going to train when you're tired or sore, right? Are you going to stick to your plan when your buddies are just trying to hit bombs on the field, right? They're just BP, just trying to hit home runs as much as they can. We have that plan of attack. We're working on our plan. And now I have to have the discipline to be able to lock into that plan, okay? Not let the outside factors really control what I'm doing and stay within myself and what your plan was built from in the first place, right? So you have to have discipline here, and it's one of the most important ones, to stick to what you're doing. Number 7 is resiliency, all right? So big word, I know, right? But are you going to be able to handle the failures? Are you going to keep pushing on when everything's not going right. You're gonna have a lot more bad days than you have good days, quite honestly, especially in a game like baseball, right? So we want to know, can you handle those failures as you're going through everything? Okay, so no matter what happens when I hit this ball here, can I handle that result, right? If it's good, then great. If it's bad, how am I going to react to that? Okay, am I going to be resilient and push on? Or am I going to let that one result dictate the rest of my life, right? So you have to have resiliency when it comes to playing a sport, when it comes to being great at a sport. You have to be able to push through no matter what the sport throws at you. And the last one here is sacrifice. All right, so this one's huge. It is. So are you going to be able to make that sacrifice, whether it's small or big? Are you going to be able to sacrifice the junk food for a healthier alternative? Are you going to be able to sacrifice playing Fortnite until 2 a.m. to get an extra 2 hours of work in? Are you going to be able to sacrifice going to all those big events that your friends are at because you got a game that weekend and you want to get some more work in? You want to get in the gym, make sure you're feeling mobile enough or strong enough when you step into that box. Okay, so number 8, sacrifice. It's huge. You got so many life decisions as you take your journey, right? And if your goals and your passions are high enough, you're going to have to sacrifice some things for those goals and passions, guys.